Hey folks, Harley Dayride here back at you once again, your good old friend HDR. Out here on a lovely evening at 8:03 p.m. on the 2018 Road Glide Ultra. I'm going to introduce you to a couple of my friends, and let's do that right now. We're going to do that right here, I think. Introduce you to a couple of my new friends I picked up. Let's stop right about here. I think will be a good place, Cindy. All right, let me get off the bike here and introduce you to my friends. And my friends are, believe it or not, I finally took the plunge. The Vance & Hines Eliminator 400s with the black tips. And man, look at them things shine, huh? Do you ever think somebody's going to test their pipe and something's going to pew, just shoot right off the back there? Yeah, these are the Eliminator 400s. And I told a lot of you that for a long time I was looking at Reinhardt pipes. The one thing that always intrigued me about the Reinhardt pipes was I wanted to get a set of Reinhardts because of the black tips. I just think they look really, really cool. And I was looking at these ones, the Vance & Hines Eliminator 400s, and they had the black tips. I thought, I'm going to save $190 by buying these ones. So they actually came in the UPS truck today. It took me about maybe 40 minutes to put them on. Not that bad. Here's what made me mad though. I bought them from Revzilla. Is it Revzilla? Yeah. I ordered a set of clamps. Don't they know? They sell motorcycle parts. Clamps come in the box. So if you buy a set of these, don't buy a set of clamps. So now I got to fight with them to send them back. But yeah, Vance & Hines Eliminator 400s. I'm out here right now taking her for her first test journey. Little test ride here. And believe it or not, Mrs. HDR is at home right now mowing the grass. She said, I liked it better when the bike was broken because you didn't want to put any money into it. And what I like about these pipes is when you get up to speed, they're really not obnoxiously loud. I mean, they're a little louder like when you're in slow speed maneuvers, but when you really get out here and get on them, I mean, they're really not that bad. So that's a good thing. That's kind of what I was looking for. But got a lot of riding to do this weekend. And we got the meetup coming up, and I told Mrs. HDR, I said, I cannot go to a meetup with my little stock pipes on the back. I can't do that. And she said, why? Other guys will be with stock pipes. I said, I know. I said, they probably will. And that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But I just wanted to have a little bit more performance of a pipe on here. That's all. Now, these are the same ones that Bodine 52 bought when he was in Florida for Daytona Bike Week. He has the silver tips on his, and as I said, I've always been intrigued by those black tips. I thought, man, if I get those, because I was kind of torn between these, the Reinhardts, and the Vance & Hines slash pipes. Now the slash pipes is the lowest Vance & Hines. I think it was like $449. These pipes come in at about I think they might have been $499 maybe. Then I bought a set of clamps, obviously, for $18 I don't need, so I got to try to tape them up and see if they won't take those back. Who knows, once I open them, but... or maybe somebody will need them, or I'll put them on eBay or something. But, I like them so far. It gives the bike a nice little rumble, and it's kind of what I was looking for. Nothing obnoxiously loud. I had a few buddies stop me and say, "Hey, buy those neighbor haters." And I said, well, and I don't want my neighbors to hate me by any means. So hopefully you can still hear me over the pipes. I'm sure you can. I had louder pipes than this on the last bike. I had the Screaming Eagle pipes on the last bike, and I had the catalytic converter removed, so I had true duals on this, so it was louder than this was. And I'm sure they'll tame down after a while. So that first day getting out here cracking them, though, they're pretty loud, huh? I don't know, hopefully you can hear the pipes coming along pretty well there. So other than that, how's everybody been doing out there? I have had a bit of news that I have not shared with anybody yet outside of Bodine 52 and Jim. Jim kind of knows what's going on. So if you remember about, I don't know how long ago that video was, about a month ago, maybe 2 months, probably no longer than that. It had to be at least 2 months ago. I was doing a little rant about your job and about work, and a lot of you caught on that I was not happy at my current job. We had a lot of crap going on there, and I just was not happy at all with the situation. I love the company I worked for, but it turned out we actually had, I can say it. I don't know if you watch these or not, and if you do, forgive me. But he was just a bad boss. And when you have a bad boss, man, going to work every day just feels like hell, absolute hell. And when you come home and you're fighting with your spouse, and it's not her fault. It wasn't Mrs. HDR's fault by any means. I just had a crappy day. So anyway, let's fast forward down to a month and a week. So I started sending out resumes, started having interviews, started getting hits, and had this one job lined up. The guy made me an offer. Well, he was making an offer. And I said, "What's the hours?" He goes, "Well, we start work at 7 in the morning, and we usually knock off by 7 or 8 at night." And I'm like, "Oh, wait a minute. So my whole life is going to be this job?" And it really wasn't any more money than what I was making. So, not a lot. It's like, even if it was $100,000 a year, it's like you wouldn't do it. So I just kept interviewing around and kept trying to play the market a little bit. I always say the best time to look for a job is when you have a job. So if you're not happy with the job, that's the best time to start searching. So I went out and I started, as I said, putting resumes in. I finally got an interview with this company. Not a large company. It's interesting enough, though. It's interesting enough, though, because the company actually has a global reach. And so I interviewed. I got called back the following Monday for a second interview. And Tuesday, I was eating dinner with Mrs. HDR, and I was just, you look at your phone. My email was pulling up. And sure enough, there was an offer letter in there. And that was 1 month and 1 week ago that I've been working for this new company. Now, we're not a school. Of course, I wasn't working for a school. A lot of people said, "HDR, why would you ever leave a school job? That's a wonderful job." And it absolutely is if you work for a school. But I was working for a contracting company that put us into schools. So I didn't have the health benefits. I didn't make the kind of money that I would have made working for a school district. And I definitely didn't have the sick days, vacation days, or holidays. So I was actually just leaving a job for another job. Now, I can tell you, if you work for a corporation, there's some benefits to that, such as like profit sharing, bonuses. When you work for a school, even contracted in a school, you can't get a bonus, and you can't get profit. Well, the company I worked for did have profit sharing, I guess. That's true. They did have it. But so yes, I've been at my new job for a month and a week. That is why. Myself and Mrs. HDR normally takes a 2-week vacation every year on the bike. And that is why we are not taking a 2-week vacation this year. I told him I did have a week lined up with the Bodines. A lot of you have been hearing about that. July 6th we're leaving. And the meetup on the 28th. I said, those are pretty much deal breakers. If I can't have that time off, I can't take the job. And I mean, I was pretty, well, no, not even pretty. I was steadfast on that. Because we already had plans. I mean, we're ready to go on vacation. And I definitely am going to make this meetup. We've been planning this thing for a year. A lot of you out there are talking about, hey, I want to meet, Bodine and D-Best and Mike Killy 7 and Harley Dayrider and Harley Trek and Moose. And, well, we want to make that happen. So, and I want to meet all the other moto vloggers out there, that we watch and we love. So, that was a deal breaker. But he said I would never interfere with somebody's vacation that's already planned. HDR. He said, you go ahead and take that time off. And I said, I would even take it unpaid. And he goes, I wouldn't hear of that. He said, nah, we'll take care of you. He said, we'll pay you. So I was very, very, very happy. And so now that's my job. I mean, my old job I was taking care of, oh God, 2,000, at least, let's go 1,500 computers in 3 different school buildings. And now I do database programming, and I'm overseeing about, 28 computers and 2 servers. Actually, 3 servers, sorry. But so yeah, how about that? So that's my news. And Bodine, so many times he'd call me, and we talk a lot on the phone. He'd say, hey, HDR, when are you going to reveal? When are you going to tell everybody you got this new job? I said, I'm just not ready yet. And I think what I wanted to do was let it set in with me, like, the job, what I do there, the work. I haven't been a computer-based programmer for years, and now I'm back into programming, database programming. And I love it. I think it's a lot of fun. SQL's fun. Hey, wow, rock and rolling. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. So there's a lot to comment on with this video. We're going a long way home. Hopefully, whoops, a lot of shit on the road right there, Jack. Holy crap. So yeah, I'm extremely happy with the pipes. Kudos to Bodine 52 for finding the Vance & Hines Eliminator 400s. And riding behind him that one day, I went home and told Miss HDR, I said, well, if I don't buy the Reinhardts for 600 and whatever they were, $660, I said, I'm going to buy a set of these for, I think they were like $4.99. Man, I'm happy I did. I love them. I really love the way these pipes are sounding, man. Whew. Mrs. HDR is one of the funniest women. So cute. So she goes, she says, well, you buy a brand new motorcycle, and then all of a sudden you're ripping parts off of it and putting new parts on. I said, yeah. She said, why? She said, I bought my Honda CR-V. I'm not putting pipes on there, or a new sunroof, or a gas cap cover. And I said, nope. She said, why do you do it with motorcycles? I said, I have no idea. Absolutely none. If you've seen Bodine 52's latest video, now I like when people link a video. I'm going to figure out how to do that. So here's the video. Right up there on the corner, you'll see it. Where he talks about he's all into upgrades right now. And accessorizing his motorcycle. I think the truth is you're making it your own. I think that's what it is. You're building something that you want to ride. That's going to be a little bit unique, a little bit different. And it's hard. It's very hard to do that. Because so many of these parts, like anybody could buy these pipes and slap them on their bike, folks. It took me 40 minutes. The hardest side was getting that right side off. I pulled my butt off getting that off. And man. So, the trick is when you're taking your pipes off, one trick. I didn't film doing it because there's so many videos on the internet doing that. The one trick when you take your pipes off, don't pull them down on an angle and try to jam them out. Keep them up even when you take those 2 bolts off the back of the touring bike and pull them straight back. If you pull them down, you're actually putting a bind on the pipe, and it's not going to come off. So there you have it. There's my motorcycle tip of the week from HDR. All right, everybody, I'm not going to make this vlog any longer. I'm going to enjoy this evening ride here out through the dangerous countryside. Woo! And I'm sure I'll be doing some videos this weekend. We're going on a group ride on Sunday. Mrs. HR is going. I got to get her helmet wired up, her new helmet. So I will talk to you next time. Remember, ride your own ride. Be safe out on these roads. I will talk to you next time. Harley Day Rider will be down and out once again in the lovely evening of southwestern Pennsylvania. Bye-bye for now.